Hello there. If you're looking to procure cleaning services or medical waste management services for any public sector organisation in the UK, then you're in the right place. Let's get into it. We are going to cover the what, who, where, why and how for using the Building Cleaning Services Dynamic Purchasing System, or DPS for short, for all your cleaning procurement needs. If you want to skip ahead to any particular section, then please feel free to do so. So to start us off, what is it? Essentially, it's a way of procuring one or more of the following services: internal cleaning services, external cleaning services, medical and hazardous waste disposal and management, and delivery and performance assessment services that relate to cleaning and waste management. In other words, it's a route to market to source cleaning and related services. What sets it apart from other procurement options, such as going through an OG process, are its key features. So firstly, it has a range of pre-appointed suppliers who have already gone through some basic due diligence checks and who are ready to provide the cleaning services that you require. Secondly, it has a catalogue of standardised public sector contract terms for you to choose from. This saves you needing to create your own contract from scratch. And together, this means that it's ready for you to conduct a mini competition to source your cleaning related services. In terms of who will be providing those services, we have around 50 pre-appointed suppliers so far at time of recording. These are made up of mostly SMEs at around 2/3, and the other third is made up of larger suppliers. This means that both local and national contracts are catered for, and there is a good level of competition. Don't worry though, you won't need to read through 50 supply bids. That's where the dynamic purchasing system comes in. The DPS filtering system allows you to create a shortlist of suppliers. This means that you only invite the suppliers who can provide all the relevant services you require in the locations that you require. Who can use it? The answer to that is any UK public sector organisation. So central government, wide public sector and the third sector. Essentially any organisation that uses public sector money. And it does indeed cover England, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Next up, why use it? Very good question. There are several answers to that. First up is a big one. It's that CCS has a proven track record of delivering commercial benefits to its customers. Not only is this from cost savings, it's also from procuring higher quality services, both of which combined mean better value for money for your organisation. This is driven by the competition between the suppliers. The next reason is that all our commercial agreements ensure that you are compliant with public sector procurement regulations, so it's one less thing to worry about. All of our commercial agreements have pre-agreed contract terms. This means that you don't need to spend time and money creating contracts from scratch. All suppliers pre-agree to the contract terms when they apply. You can have the confidence that the suppliers on our commercial agreements have passed a certain level of due diligence. For example, suppliers have to pass a financial assessment, provide proof of insurance, and provide a reference from a previous customer of theirs. I'm glad to tell you that we can often provide procurement support, particularly for those public sector organisations that don't have much experience in procurement. For example, we can provide you with advice on running your procurement and support with writing your requirement specification and other tender documentation. This is combined with the commercial expertise on our team from people who have operational and procurement expertise in the industry. The final reason I mention is that as opposed to other cleaning agreements, the DPS has a flexible design. In practice, it means that you can get exactly the service and service structure you want. You don't have to shoehorn your requirements into any predetermined structure. And it also means that if there are any particular suppliers you'd like included in your competition, an incumbent supplier that serves you well currently, for example, you can ask them to apply. Suppliers can apply to join at any time. So in summary, the reasons why you should use the Building Cleaning Services DPS are commercial benefits, compliance, ease of use, available support and flexibility of use. It's worth noting here that it is a completely free service to use. Next up, how does it work? Here is a list of the main documentation you need to complete in order to run your procurement. Any procurement needs this documentation, but we try to make it easier. We have a series of best practice templates available, so you only have to put in the key details, and there's the support that myself and the team can provide as well. First up, the requirement specification outlines what your organisation wants. It encompasses the who you are, what you want, where it needs doing, when it needs doing, and how you need it doing. It's the main document that tells suppliers what you need. About the competition, tell suppliers about your procurement, timescales, contract duration, and details like that. How to bid tells suppliers what they need to do in order to bid, so things like which procurement tool you've chosen and how their responses will be scored. The pricing matrix allows suppliers to tell you how much the services they can provide will cost, and you can structure this in any way you want. There's a template for the 2P information, which you use to send to your existing supplier to complete to provide key details of any staff that may transfer over to your new supplier under the Transfer of Undertakings Protection of Employment or 2P regulations. And finally, there is the menu of contract terms for you to choose from and complete. You only need the contract terms that are relevant to your requirements. Regardless of whether this is your first, second or 50th procurement, you're not alone in completing this documentation and running the procurement. We have a variety of guidance available to help you along the way, and you have the support from myself and the team if you need it. Once you've got your documentation in order, here is the process to follow, depicted in the beautiful chart in front of us. First up, you log into the DPS system and select the service and location filters that apply to your requirements. For example, I would like routine cleaning for a primary school in Glasgow. This creates a short list of suppliers who can deliver the service you require. You can then issue a call for competition using your preferred online procurement tool or CCS's free e-sourcing tool. Next, interested suppliers will submit their responses within the timeline you've outlined, and then you're able to evaluate and score the supplier's responses. We can often provide support and training to you and your team on this if needed. This enables you to award to the highest scoring supplier. Our customer guidance provides all the detail on the end-to-end process, as well as how to access the DPS system and our online procurement tool. So now we've talked about the wonders of the Building Cleaning Services DPS, how is it that you get started? Well, the first thing to do is to complete our customer user agreement. This gives us some basic information about your upcoming procurement and introduces you so we can offer support if needed. Next, you can start to bring together your tender documentation. Your requirement specification is a great place to start. Make sure to check out our bid pack templates on our Building Cleaning Services webpage. And of course, please do contact us for more information or for any help, and a member of the team will be in touch. For queries and support, just email info@crowncommercial.gov.uk quoting RM6130 Building Cleaning Services, and we will get back to you. Thank you so much for listening.